Till Death was okay, I guess. I don't really know what I saw. But before I get into my review of this movie, consider this your spoiler warning. So basically, what I got was that this marriage from the beginning, we know it's bad. We know that she's cheating on her husband. Then we find out that her husband is straight like a dick. It's their anniversary and she cuts it off with the side dude. And, she buys there in the restaurant and she got him some like Super Bowl tickets and he just puts them off to the side. So they really have a bad relation. And that basically, it doesn't move from that point. So why does it move from that point and then it turns into the actual thriller movie that it's meant to be? And it does an okay job. I mean, the husband, makes it seem right like he's trying to re-spark the magic, kind of is doing things, even though in the back of your mind, at least for me when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this dude's up to something. He's either gonna kill the side dude or something's gonna go off. But the movie tries to let you know, like, hey, look, he's turning, he's a good guy. But when you make him out in the beginning of the movie to be that much of a dick, you already don't trust the character. You already know that he's up to no good. But I didn't see that twist when I thought he was going to, like I said, go and have the other guy, especially in the morning when they wake up, after they made love or whatever, and he's like, oh, I just think I want to, continue the magic and da-da-da-da. And you think like, oh, he probably like has the guy downstairs in the basement, and then he turned around and boom, spilled his brains all over the bedroom. I was like, what the F? And that did shook me. So I'll give the movie props for giving us that emotion, because I honestly, let me know down in the comments. I didn't expect it one bit, and I appreciate when movies hide things and let me have a genuine reaction. But that's as far as it got to giving me an actual feel. Now the pacing was good. It was good acting. A lot of actors that you've seen before. Obviously, Megan Fox is the star of this movie, and she did a great job acting. Even though there were certain parts where she was overacting, but she still did a great job for me. And I honestly, I can't remember the actor's name. I probably should have. At least I can remember. I didn't write it down, but he came out in a couple of Marvel movies, and he's come up in other ones. Always the villain, or most of the time is the villain. He did a great job. His brother, or the actor that was playing his brother, did a good job. They all did a great job acting. So I can't fault this movie for the acting. The cinematography though was horrible. The way it was shot was really bad. Too many close-up shots underneath the bed. Even in the beginning, when I saw that drone shot over the city, I was like, oh, it's gonna be one of these movies where they want to get like these unique shots, but it just didn't work. It didn't add to the story or to the plot or to anything. So for me, it was a miss. And I get it. It's supposed to be, a murder mystery kind of thriller. But when she was handcuffed to the dead corpse and she dragged him the first time to the car, like, did anyone else say, hey, you could just literally leave him outside, or you be inside, or leave him inside and you be outside, and just slam the door or close the door on the chain until the chain breaks? Did anyone else think about that? No. And the other part where I was like, man, I would just break his fucking hand. She already like didn't like him. She didn't know anything. Like when her lover came over and said like, oh my god, you just moved the crime scene. Look how it looked to a police officer. She's like, I don't care what a cop would look like it. I would have just literally stomped that dude's hand to a pulp, and then just took in the handcuff right out of his fucking hand. He's already dead, but he's not gonna feel it. And when they come in, obviously she had the fingerprints on the gun, and there's so many plot holes in this movie that I could make a list of just how many plot holes and things that didn't go nowhere. And even towards the end, where she takes off the ring and it just falls in the lake and she's just lying there, like, I'm like, what happened? I'm like, they didn't tell us nothing about it. And I guess that's the point of the movie. It doesn't really go past it, but it ended in just that drastic of a way where you're like, that's it. Like there was no happy ending, you know. It didn't finish right. So for me, this movie was, like I said, okay. It's a C plus for me because I did enjoy the acting. I did enjoy. It was an interesting premise, but very poorly executed. Like I said, the pacing was good. The music was kind of goofy. It wasn't scored correctly, and again, the cinematography was just off. But anyways, those are just my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments, and like always, that's a wrap.